his armor to not be at max, so he's looking for the reset in the background. The Takeda Fearance coming out from NY7 is only going to be used to confirm blues or to deny pressure from the backline, but the focus light comes out. The last Fearing coming through from, I believe, from NY7, just one more count left for him, but we have two more for QGG. Scare Rush is good. They're looking for the RMBs if he can. There's going to be one Fearing, there's going to be one to deny. Now it's up to whether or not that shun will land because QGG is going crazy right now.
QGG with the focus slide, just an absolute menace right now, closing out onto Alliance, sliding coming out, no counterplay right now. NY7 doing his best, and they're going to keep him alive right now, try to stall us out. 50 seconds still inside the realm of Yang. They want to maximize the amount of time they have Yang, so they can delay that buff, have a max amount of time on the outside to hunt other teams, but on the outside we still have Ares, Yishao, Kuzo, Miss You, Purple Armor, my boys are scaled up. NA keeping it up. It looked a little bit hopeless before after day one, but they're coming out swinging, trying out some of the new compositions, having a little bit of success, and now they're heating up. Before starting out the day with 3 kills, moving up to 5 kills. Now we're up to 6 kills. We're chilling right now. We're up to 10th. We got to get past this 50 to 60 point threshold by the end of the day, but NA is looking strong right now. KFL up to 4 kills this game. We haven't seen them on the board yet. Up to 11 points. EWG at 2. And on the CN side, everyone's a little bit equal. No one's really sticking out like before. The AS Regions MVP Hong with the Draco Storm looking and hunting for the tree line. When there's so many Vipers in this lobby, super dangerous, and MVP showing exactly why they're staying up here. If you get caught lacking, you're going to be eating a drop-down V1 by MVP's Hong.
Yep, and catching strays left and right from attacks from other sources of damage. Now, we have YZQGG with that 2-minute timer and 20 seconds onto their Draco Storm, having their fan on the forefront of QGG. Now, if he gets himself in catching Misu being one of the first people that they can take a focus into catching, it would be up to them to just make sure that the procs of skills comes out from their support lines. For CXZ right now, though, he is the necessary forefront line of being the front liner for QGG, as well as making sure that he can get a guaranteed blue focus if he looks for the staggers. And there it is coming out. Yishao goes down as Team Ares loses their Karumi. This gives YZG just another notion about what they have eliminated from the field. They have 7 eliminations, and for QGG right now, just playing out Takeda, but over towards Zestwiner, or rather the Artisan's Grove, I should say, we're going to see a Team Alliance now making their way towards Noble Cave under the Realm Yang depletion for another 3 minutes and 50 seconds. It's going to be downward spiral here from this point on, unless they can find a team to fully invest in, while keeping the notion that they aren't a Realm Yang depletion team, unless they just go out all out with the ultimates just before the moments come through from MVP or from KFL in this region.
Alliance has 3 minutes 30 seconds. They are going to find KF here to the north. Zone's going to be pushing both of these teams in right now. Alliance going to full engage right here. They have to get some Sobel cleanse. Matari Dash going to be invested. Ult's going to be coming out. Ryomen with the double parry. Wait a second. Windy coming crashing in, getting burned on it. Everyone. The Tempeon's going to be invested. Takedo's going to be invested by Alliance. They're all in. They have to find the kill onto KFL right now. Trying to reset, trying to stabilize on the outside though. Windy getting his team out of there. Ryomen waiting on the side, and now Yak on the outside with the Syra has his ult engaged. Alliance wants no part of it, sitting just out of reach of him, not connecting at all. Takeda ult still online though. Yak dropping down. Now, no ults to their name. Takeda ult from NY7, and the Kurumi ult's going to be coming out. Windy has his eye ultimate up, holding the zone right now. Windy with the parry right now. Kurumi ult's going to get moved right now, but still, Alliance has to be careful. This doesn't heal their white health. NY7's getting really low. It's going to send the double charge. Ryomen in the center of it. Windy doing his best to stagger everyone. Ryomen's going to fall right now, but both Alliance Revenge and Yoma are down. Windy going to close it out. Gets the uppercut, putting NY7 against the ground. Trying to get away from this situation. Light attacks are coming out from Windy, holds the 3, baits out the parry, and now Yak coming in with a third party, and KFA is gonna hold the line versus Alliance.
7 eliminations for KFL, but they're deep in the zone. Weakness escalation to get rid of is up to Yax's position. Having the time to heal up this HP threshold, he's going to go ahead and opt in for the double vitality heal, giving himself the 1,000 health, but now has to really decide upon if whether or not Ryomen's going to survive. Yes, he will. He doesn't have the weakness escalation at max. He means that KFL lives to fight with their full squad. Sunwings rest. A lot of teams here. GG are skating around here, skating, I should say, off of the southwestern end and making their way towards near of the Cosmic Pillars. But for GG right now, having no level 3 ultimate, just yet. They're just shy of a weapon rarity in making it through. Their Jade's looking pretty snatched still. They got Juggernaut level 4 for LXM. It has been stacking nicely for him. He's got the Soul Shatter. He's got the enhanced Poison Splash and the Sap Jade. It's whether or not another team wants to contest it because YZG are approaching the scene.
Yeah, YZG, QGG, he's been an absolute menace with the both side. Now being able with the fan instead. This Spirit Ball, super critical transition in his endgame. YZG, CXZ trying to keep the pressure on, but Temiel's going to be coming out. YZG is going to invest that Krumio, pick up everyone's health up, staying stabilized, trading it out for this Takeda ult, but YZG still has their Temi Krumio online. They have to be very, very careful. GG in a tough pickle right now as the momentum is shifting. YZG just happens to have too much loot. GG realizes this, ends up bowing out, disengaging, and this is what I was talking about, sir. GG is the most disciplined team in the league. They have no ego. In this situation, a losing battle, before they get committed, they're going to back off to fight another day and try to play their end game where they do super well.
Yeah, and while they're trying to back away, CXZ is still keeping the pressure on CGS. If CGS gets caught through, might be caught out. One uppercut and a dream doesn't come out. QGG missing it just barely, and there's Lil looking for grapple staggers and looking for it, but there's a kill elimination. There's a poison splash being procced out from CGS's pockets. Now off to LXM Team Ares. Still, you know, having Kuzo on the standby, but he's in a 1v2. But oh, the drop down blew into the Hefton from 17S as the approach is to be coming out of Kurumi's hands with the blue longsword. But it doesn't matter. It's all about the control. And if GG330 can get enough time to kite around here, he might be able to recoup his teammate. But with two teammates from YZG to lock him down in this corner as Storming Soul, there's a parry, there's the RBs, it's tap dodge, it's rollout season, and he's getting caught with the vertical blue focus. And 17S finding their team's 11th elimination into this game.
GG runs into Ares, I believe it was a Kuzo on the outside, and they get delayed. Instead of getting away, getting that nice reset, YZG gets that blue buff, finds them lacking, and is able to clean up the kills. YZG is looking really poised to take all this. They got triple gold armor, blue buff. Now it's just hunting season for them. Everyone's trying to get away. Sunwing does provide a lot of cover to get away, all the way high up, hiding on the bones. We still have HY in the game, looking for those drop down. Viper stunts are up to 5 kills. KFL up to 5 kills. EU starting to heat up at this halfway point. Ares still has one live member. Remember, placement points do count a lot, and this is one of the best plays to survive with placement points. All these teams are running for their lives. CYSB is going to get caught out by YZG, chasing him down. Tessa ult, and her combo break is going to be invested. CYB can't do anything. YZG is just too strong, and he will fall.
Now it comes down to YZG finding their 12th elimination to the spread pool. This is going to keep them up nice and in the position of first to this game in terms of kill count. But Hypercube in the distance, seeing nice success here in spacing out and using the crossbow just to focus some damage out. You see the poison bolts coming out here from BLZ as he's been using that crossbow as often as he can. Has 4 repair just on standby just to have that for the standard loadout for the inventory for BLZ right now. Just trying to keep, you know, a little bit, you know, cool, calm under pressure. Draco Storm, though, has arrived for the Spirit Well. This is a buff that will make teams go ahead and go crazy for it. But QGG getting struck by the Moonbane there, not going to have a problem. No other opponents are in the nearby vicinity. But we do see a chance here whether or not KFL are just hiding in plain sight or if they're not going to be spotted until the moment comes to strike.
Yeah, 80% Moonbane still ticking away. KFL on the high ground with Windy. First Spirit Well is going to be coming out. YZG gonna pop the mushrooms early. Don't want that to come into play a little bit later. But still, they have to be careful right now. At the top right then, they do have KFL lurking. And remember, Hypercube does have that ult on, and it looks like Kuzo and Miss You are still alive. They got the res, and they're sitting all the way at the tippy top of these bones. BLZ, though, if he gets that drop down onto YZG, they can just get deleted. I'm sure that if we get some of their camera views, they're staring up right now, waiting for that inevitable Viper drop right now. Slowly hesitating. They are protected from the range if they occupy this dome. GG's LXM still alive as well, making it way to the bones. Lots of players just stalling out right now on the high ground, but it's really YZG in the driving seat. Can they scoop up every single kill here, or will some of these teams on the high ground find a nice flank play and steal this game away from them?
Oh yeah, LXM losing a little bit of armor, but if the timing is right for GG right now to have him to be the surviving grace, it would be if he doesn't get caught out. But Ares, oof, look at the walk. He's going up. High ground position. I'm not going to say the movie reference, but you know exactly where I'm going with that. I'm going to cut the limbs off. That's what Kuzo might be able to see from his teammate, as Misu is going to be in the intent of the Zai. But KFL are holding through on the Spiral. Now, for this final zone, this could be a knockoff situation where someone could take the high risk of just trying to look for the pulse sword, grapple strikes into the swipe. And if that happens on someone who's on a crawl up, that would be difficult. Now, QGG pop in here with the Phoenix Blast, Hep the Detach, Scattershot Focus Slide, and Advanced Group Heal. Kind of crazy how he's having that to be going through for 17S, but that's just because then the setup for QGG on the fan would be absolute deletion from that point on. And LXM, he's taking all the pressure, noticing that he's probably the only person left on for GG, but more importantly, the lonely Temmie. This is going to be enough chances for other teams to kind of look for the lockdown. Now, the F-Wiz gets thrown out here from LXM. He backs away, trying to get that cooldown as often as possible, but BLZ from Hypercube working through to the Skylines. And look at the Jade's listing and seeing here. Now, you can see the level 4 Juggernaut from BLZ. It's a high scaling Jade to be available for him, but also Kung Hai having martial art Octa / Blade and having Blistering Edge for the team. KFL having Windy Trinity, having explosive, not explosive, but Vajra's Grip on Windy in case he throws any Wild Haymaker Blues, but double the Benthic Descent for KFL before this Spearwell may or may not be popped, because YZG has been kiting this for the past couple of minutes.
We do have 3 compositions going into this last little bit of endgame, and YZG's doing a great job of stalling out this buff, having it go for as long as possible. They're going to pop the double ult right now onto LXM on the outside, and they're going to take it to the Tessa Viper team at the top ropes, and the Zyphon teams, QGG, showing up, shoving everyone off the top, crashing the party. What are you guys doing up here? Get down here, come fight us. QGG getting everyone off this high ground, and now bringing him the pain with the Takeda. He still has another one online right after this. Refresh coming from the Spirit Well, but KFL on the other side watching the action go down, waiting for their third-party opportunity. LXM's going to get picked off. One of the solos left in the lobby. On the bottom, though, they have to be careful. There's still a Poison Mushroom waiting there.
No, if BLZ gets these crossbow bolts, he's going to force down his opponent onto the ground, and that's where the hell on earth is going to be surviving. That's lava right down there. If everyone is able to hit those shrooms as often as possible. This also forms out a pure usage of the Kurumi F to make sure that burn, or rather the poison tick damage, doesn't really do much into the seconds that it does tick, but it does dissolute over towards, or dissolves the usage of the Kurumi F. Now Kuzo goes down. QGG catching the Soul Bloom, catching as much reposition up there as a Matari. It will be that heal off for the last minute.
Yak is going to have to pop his ultimate soon, or he's going to fall. He's not going to be able to pop his ultimate. Unlucky by him, saving his ultimate for the Naraka 2, and now YZG, knowing that both teams are missing critical ults, going to take the action onto them with this Draco Storm. 57 seconds. They don't want to take this all into the last heal off. There's no need for that. They can come up here and contest. QGG holding up the Phantom. Wuchaport's going to be forced down on the low ground, though. Everyone's holding down on this clip side right now. BLZ and Hypercube don't want to come down, for the party, so the party's going to come out to them. KFL crashing into the party as well. Zone is closing in right now. BLZ's going to fall to the zone. CXZ trying his best to get these last hits off. Takeno's going to be a message. Hypercube Chili is going to fall. Ryoman is going to fall. YZG finding these kills right now. Yak trying to get some last hits, but Misyu is going to be able to clinch up this second place for Team Ares. YZG, though, will close it out, will take the third game down, making it look easy.
Taking all the pressure off their hand, playing Sandslash into its utmost, just utmost potency for this game into Morris Isle. They take this third round, they take the MVP, and they got, cool under pressure, this being their second day of playing and earning just, over the top amount of points coming out here. So for right now, seeing YZG, formerly known as CKLA, killing it out here, and especially taking into their day second of playing, meaning that the other teams having a good performance overall, but more importantly, just being able to surpass them into this end.
KFL, Hypercube, heating up right now though. Third round in, it is their first day. They're coming out slowly, and the prep work did matter right now. So as long as they keep up this slow and steady, remember, top 12 are going to be going forward. YZG, DCN teams, they do this on the daily. This is how they've been doing it the entire year. The EU boys, the NA boys, they're here on vacation essentially. They're jumping into the Lion's Den and they're slugging it out, making things happen still. YZG though on the Siphon, I was saying, sir, that on Morris now, a lot of the other teams do pick on that Siphon, and for the first time, we don't see GG really close out when they're on the Siphon, that we see YZG instead. Really, really great play. You see the methodical play going from the first yank, second yank, into the Spirit Well, having that complete game, and they close it out. Now, YZG, every time I look at it, I always think for a second, wait a minute, which team is this? And it's KLA. They've always been one of the juggernauts. They've rebranded, and they're showing up big with this rebrand.
Yeah, and doing the works good for J-Cup as they're able to go ahead, most likely qualifying for making it to Grand Finals, and just going out and knocking it out the park with everything in place for today. So, leading out with YZG playing the Silent Siphon, crazy how enough they kind of contested us GG and still found the cleanup crew even at the very end and just putting out the pressure. Spirit Well upon Spirit Well.
Yeah, and we saw GG go into that first Rumble Yang super stacked. Like, they had double purple, they had everything they needed to win. We even saw with the Focus side, they did not care, they still won anyway. But YZG in the end ends up muscling them out for that Spirit Well, critically getting ahead of them in loot, and then closing them out in the end game, not letting them survive, not letting them salvage this game. But at the end, we saw the EU boys at the top roads waiting for YZG to make a move, icing it off, and they do a good job of picking it off of a couple kills, but unfortunately, YZG has seen this before. They've been here before, and that Draco Storm just makes Siphon so hard to deal with, and YZG ends up cleaning up the rest of the lobby.
Yeah, you know, we see Hypercube actually putting a moment into the stead of being that Viper Boost contested team, being at the final moments, but not being able to execute out with an ultimate or the nature of coming through. But at the same time, being able to place out high means more placement points for the team. Now, scorekeeping comes out with the multiplier. YCG does take 29.2 points with that chance of picking up 21 kills. Now, MVP having 11 points be earned. In 10.5 points given to GG, KFL take 9 points, 8.5 for Ares, alongside with 6.5 for Hypercube. Bowda takes 6, 5.5 for Alliance, DRT with 4.5, 2.5 for EWG, CYN having 2 points, but SYN taking 0 points. Now, this leads in terms of Game 3 scores. That means the standings overall not allowing for the consideration, but before that, having the leaderboards for the players and seeing the Kurumi here, having from 17S, having 4 kills, but 24k healing nearly to that point, but 9 eliminations for CXC playing that Temi playing that crazy with 25k damage rate.
Yeah, just damage across the board. And I believe the question earlier was whether or not someone was going to have over 25 points. Again, CXZ and the crew, they proved me wrong. I didn't think we were going to go 25 points against. They go out with a massive game with their Siphon competition closing down. Now looking at the overall leaderboards, NA, CYN at 4.5. Still a lot of Naraka to play. KFL having finally some momentum, going up to 15.5. Hypercube staying a little bit consistent, chipping away at this, going up to 20 points. GWS is not playing. MVP at 17 points for the day. Ares, 20 points. Do the boys have a chance? They have a little bit more to go. They still have 3 more games to go. This is their last chance to get it going. Third day is going to be outside their hands, so they need to do it now. GG showing us exactly why they're the most dominant team at ready. 53 points on target to get to 100 points by the end of the day. Alliance at 13 points. And YZG, massive game already, almost at 100 points total already. Same thing with Bowda, 43.5, almost at that 100 point mark. But at the top, JL, just showing how ridiculous a 100 point day looks like relative to the rest of the lobby. They basically qualified twice over.
Yeah, taking it to that first day of playing trios and hitting triple digits is no easy feat. They did it flawlessly coming out from day 1. But day 2, we're still at the halfway point, and we had game 3 just now to kind of work off and seeing where the team players come out between one another. And this is where we're going to get some good overviews of what happened with some clips and highlights brought to you by Thunder Robot. Now, forcing into the hands in terms of Rumble Yang, this is where Ares actually took their first Rumble Yang victory up against Dongqing. Now, Ares Kyuzo coming through, keeping eyes out. His teammate gets the parry, but he still looks to try to keep the momentum going for that backline, and he finds it with the 1-2s and the 3s. But NY7 and the opposite end, and the other Rumble Yang taking their fight against SYN.
Now EWG, the top north, which is a slugfest with all these bumpers coming in with the drop down stunts over and jabbing coming down from Zai. Gumi almost keeping up everyone alive, but it's not going to matter. Alliance Yuma does fall. KFL winning this critical fight right here versus Alliance. Isolated 3v3 in zone. Zai just burning everyone down. Yag with the flank. Not getting a ton of value off the start, but doing really well in the neutral now this end game. Absolutely a slugfest, a crashing of parties over and over. YZG on the low ground, now finally coming to the high ground with the Draco Storm. CXZ with that pulse sword, with that parry, looking to close everyone, picking up the kill on the Chili. Temion's going to be coming out, cutting off the last bit of zone. Ares Vissu able to click out that second place. It's not going to matter though. He is going to fall to CXZ.
My man's like, I need some tissues for that white man. Because everything comes down towards this point. He's got a runny nose, folks. And he is clear of any sickness from this point on because he is the cure. He's got himself here for his first MVP, having Desperation as his build. He's got Starfall, Focus Slide, and having Poison Splash that came through with a Sap Soul Jade. And having a Sap Soul Jade comes in so many formats of damage, but also for the sustain coming back. And Full Sword was really the main majority. Now, he didn't even need to heal. This man had 2,600 healing. He didn't even get anything from a pot off. He just go ahead. He's like, yeah, I'm here. And Nunchucks is the second source, most likely coming from the early game and dealing 1,500 damage with skills and ultimates, not having as many range that you would expect, but then again, being that the enforcer, right? Being able to take that role position of just locking to someone's position. He even saw it where he was able to go up against GG, being able to have his team in that second to last, or the third to last Spirit Well to go ahead and finding himself in a spot of just being out there while his team completes the Spirit Well, and he's still putting that pressure on hand.
Yeah. You see how much damage and how much influence the Focus Slide does. It's removed from solos for a reason. It's so oppressive, especially with Pulse Sword. He had almost 18,000 damage with the Pulse Sword. Normally in trios and endgame, we see a ton of damage coming out of Cannon, but my man is doing so much work. Every single time we saw a fight, we saw someone sliding through, just caking everyone on at the knees with the Pulse Sword, doing so much damage. It's no surprise to me that YZG was able to clutch it up with how stacked they were, and that's what I was saying. In order for these teams to get going, you have to have a ton of loot. Now, unfortunately for the Vipers, they weren't able to slow them down, and that's what happens when these teams get momentum. They're going to slaughter the lobby. They're going to have these massive 25+ point games. We see the Vipers doing a good job of clutching up, but first, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be having an interview with CYN's Kimmy coming up. But first, we have a question for you. Which region does CYN represent? Is it A, China, CN? Is it B, NA? Is it C, SEA? Or is it D, EU?
Yeah, having a chance to answer the question and introducing Alakazam, having Kamoka actually being brought through for the interview. So for you guys in Twitch chat, make sure you guys understand what she says for the answer in case you're unsure, because she's here live to give you going on through. How's it going, Kamoka?
It's going good.
Nice, nice. You know, going through in terms of the first 3 games, this is the first day that you guys are playing for CYN. Having a chance of actually being here for the first time at Jacob, how's it feeling so far?
Oh, it's really nice. Everybody's so good, you know? You learn so much.
Yeah, Kimmy, you being one of the best female players and one of the old school players coming in and representing our region, what do you think the big difference is being here in China versus being at home?
In terms of tournament or just like the general game?
Either or. Tournament?
The tournament is way different. I think like the teams are so much better, and just like also like playing the ranked games is also very different. There's no robust, you know, only real players, so you just get third-partied over and over again. It's like super different. You just gotta run a lot, you know. Yeah.
Oh, I've definitely experienced a difference. The third parties are absolutely insane. Now, your team is starting off a little bit slower. What do you think you guys are going to be adjusting moving forward, if you can tell us a peek into some of your strategy?
Honestly, I don't really know.
Understandable. The Kurumi just doing her job.
I'm just following my team, yeah.
It's good, yeah, because, you know, one thing comes through is, you know, you see the new formats of how these players are playing, both as their roles and seeing how their comp selection comes out. Is there any team that you've taken full, you know, motivation towards and just trying to become or just trying to match out?
Well, I was looking at JL's Hadi, Monk, and Bala comp, and I think they're really good. So I've been trying to like learn from their Hadi, and yeah.
Awesome. I mean, going through though, I mean, players who don't know, right? And she'll give the answer in just a moment, trying to give you guys going through in terms of what the question was. Question was, what side of the region or which region did Kamoka come through from? First was A in terms of being with CN. We had SEA, we had NA, and we had EU. But whenever you're ready, Kamoka, we're gonna start it finally. I can get to do it. Let's go. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
B. It's
Yeah.
NA.
B for NA, folks. Come on, Twitch chat. If you guys didn't know, you're slacking. You got a good chance of being able to catch the answer and catching the Peerless Treasure Choice gift for that gift. And if you do, make sure you have the Naraka ID open. Make sure you have your whispers open because the Naraka Playpoint's going to message you out. But other than that, I mean, we had a good chance of seeing the first 3 rounds we played. But one thing that comes out was that we still have 3 games for you guys, and having the motion to come out. I know you guys may or may not have, the first 3 rounds to go down, but studying first day, was there something that you noticed from that really set you guys going for today?
That it was really hard.
Yeah. I mean, especially coming with the all the Tianhai comps coming out into the mix, right?
There's like a lot of new characters that we had to like implement because also like Syra or Sira, it's also really good. I'm not sure yet if we're gonna play her or not because like we didn't have much time to like the Hadi comp. We didn't have much time to practice it since it came out, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Nice.
So in this new meta, Kimmy, what is your personal favorite moving forward? What are you setting up for the crowd, for the people at home? What are you looking forward to show for everyone watching?
To show?
Yeah, what comp do you really like? It's a lot of new comps right now.
Yeah. That's really a hard question. But honestly, like the Hadi comp is just really fun. Like the ult rotation is like really, really interesting and really different from the other comps. So that's what I'm excited to play. Yeah.
Well, good luck for the rest of the day, Kimmy. It's been a wonderful seeing you. We're going to be rooting for you guys from NA. Look out for their Hadi composition. CYN, Kimmy, signing out. We'll be shining out right now. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you later, Kimmy. Good luck moving forward.
Đến Thượng Hải sắp 1 năm rồi. Bọn mình đã tiến bộ rất là nhiều ở EPBL. Chia cấp năm nay
什么房间错了？
原来去商店买个东西。
每次开英雄联盟都要更新啊。
请你
My mission is to bring back the mask.
The spirit of the Grey Wolf tells me to head this way.
This quest will be simple.
Take it. It's here.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
I can feel the call of the sky.
My winds are ready.
Look, incredible, isn't it? It's good stuff. It's a key component.
The shadow thickens.
Here, take this.
It's here. It's here.
Thank you. That's just what I needed. Yeah. Ah.
Marvelous item. It is.
Enemies over there. What? They're attacking me. We won't let them get away. Pray alive.
Weapons at the ready.
A benevolent healer embraces all. Praise colors. Let them know fear.
God from the heavens. A magnificent strike, as dazzling as the moonlight. Empty hand is always welcome. Does it work with my arms?
Turn over everything!
Nothing personal. hand is always sturdy now. The pain is gone.
Raise colors. Let them know fear.
An alchemist would find this interesting.
Quite useful.
It's good stuff. Does it work with my arm?
The spirit of the Grey Wolf tells me to head this way.
Ready to fly again.
感受龙王的愤怒。
Power of the sandstorm! The sky's dark. My wings are free from the...
Does it work with my arm? I'll bring you back.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
Even the sun must set.
The shadow thickens.
Failure is not fatal. Fear of failure is. a key component. I have to purchase more supplies. I have to purchase more supplies. Ah!
Free loot. My favorite.
It's good stuff. Oh, incredible, isn't it? Here, take this. It's good stuff. Here, take this.
Free loot. My favorite.
Another mystery to solve.
Anchors away. The dogs are close.
There is danger here. Don't let them get away.
The shadow will shortly begin.
It'll be like shooting fish in a barrel. Fly havoc and let loose the seagulls of war. Armor powder.
The shadow begins.
知道。
I need to rethink this.
军中不可或缺。
There. I'm certain about this.
军中不可或缺。
I can feel the call of the sky. The enemy is far away, but stay sharp.
I feel like a queen. Cry havoc and let loose the sea dogs of war. Raise color. Let them know fear.
From the heavens.
A magnificent strike, as dazzling as the moon. Does it work with my arm? I feel better now.
I feel like a queen.
I feel better now.
我先恢复体力。
An unguarded treasure. Free loot, my favorite.
Look, incredible, isn't it? Yeah.
Free loot, my favorite. Free loot, my favorite.
军中不可或缺。
Free
行军必备。
The shadow will shortly begin to spread. The shadow thickens.
Yeah.
Cry havoc and let loose the sea dogs of war.
Let them get away.
God from the heavens! Yes! 我来救你。
Insufficient power. Troubled mind spells human combat.
You will pay for your crime.
我先救援，绝不放弃任何一个弟兄。
I'm glad you're here. The pain is gone.
我先恢复体力。
An alchemist would find this interesting. Does it work with my arm?
我再想想。
The shadow will soon spread.
There can be no escape from the winter's embrace.
Ready to fly again. Rise from the heavens.
The shadow spreads.
Send me a worthy foe.
My side.
They're attacking me! Hey, I'm fixing my armor!
My mission is to bring back the mask.
Thế là đi chơi chứ không phải là nhà gì. Đi chơi mà vẫn đi giao lợn là được rồi ấy. Có lát tự nhiên là không. Ra thêm một quái bằng dao. Thế nó ok. Thế dao vẫn phải đi dao thôi, làm nào được. Làm sao cũng vào. Tự nhiên bị cao ấy nhỉ. Ôi.
The enemy is far away,
Bình tĩnh nhân lên này.
but stay sharp. Could you help?
Đá có thêm hồng mới được.
Tự nhiên lên này.
Don't let me have all the fun.
I don't pull punches. Just as my mother's will.
I'm under attack. You're tiresome.
Not the right time.
And you're dead. Send me a worthy foe.
Ready to fly again. I don't pull punches.
Có tài khoản.
Mà sao ấy, cống tay à? Hả? Tiền tài khoản 5 triệu 2 có. 5 quá hạn mức rồi. Làm gì? Nhiều hay? Biết được chứ?
It's time to find some.
Tôi chắc chắn không vào tiền tài khoản luôn. Tài xỉu nó cướp đi đại tôi ở đâu nữa.
An alchemist would find this interesting.
Làm nào được nhận này nó phải chơi thắng mình không
I
rút thì
feel
làm béo
better
được.
now.
Nói nó bịt thì cũng béo được chứ. Thắng thì béo rút thì rút ra rồi lại nhặt chơi thì làm nào được.
Được hay không ấy. Gần như là cái tay đầu tiên.
Ừ.
Phá nhất là tay đầu tiên.
Tay đầu tiên vào ăn tiền đã sướng.
Cứ phải ăn tay đầu tiên cơ.
Lúc tài khoản này
Tay đầu mà thua tay sau gấp đảo thì quanh. Nhịp luôn.
thế tài khoản tầm 5-7 triệu này lúc mà hết thì lên thì nó lên được nhiều thôi nhưng mà cũng chả giữ được.
An alchemist would find this interesting.
Ngon. Nhân viên ngon mà.
Nhân viên này đúng ngon.
Ừ, nó vẫn ngon bình thường này. Cái gì đâu. Vẫn ok mà. Nhân viên này nó vẫn ngon nhất. Nhưng mà bọn đội nhân viên ở ấy đi hết rồi.
Đầu hết rồi. Về võ thì ăn thua.
Medium.
Medium.
Tạm xung quanh chung so với ở đấy quanh.
Đấy có theo quên mới. Mới ngồi. Bút rồi. Điều Ngọc Linh chắc nhận. Thì lên bài thôi nhé. Rồi
Nhờ tốn tiền đấy nhỉ. Rất về đây nhà luôn.
The shadow begins.
Bây giờ bên chỗ đấy không kiếm nữa à? Chứ kiếm bãi lột luôn phải không?
kiếm đủ tháng.
Ừ, nào đấy. Lao vào. Nhưng ở bên đấy cũng chơi mà. Không bây giờ là tự nhiên kiếm nữa. Con gì? Mít à? Xanh mít á?
Lúc gặp em mua. Mình gặp thằng này dễ thương.
Chờ nào? Ừ. Demo chính là khó chịu mà tôi vẫn chấm demo ấy. Người đi té lùn ra. Nhưng về sau nó vẫn chắc có
The enemy is up ahead.
Về sau nó vẫn có chịu hơn nhiều con. Có tác dụng vãi lùn. Đúng không? Về sau nó giả lắm bạn thấy nó có tác dụng không?
Let them taste the thing breath. The enemy is right on top of us. Join me now.
Do not let them get away.
There can be no escape from the winter's embrace. Scatter before the light. My armor is in need of repair.
Does it work with my arm?
The divine. Your devices
Mình sao vãi lùn. Sao không? Tật kia hát cái gì vậy? Nát thế. Không ơi, càng đánh càng thua này. Nát vãi lùn. Để xí rồi nhưng mà làm nào nó cũng không còn đi chơi đâu. Nghĩ là mình vẫn nên là thôi nhưng mà thì mình chơi bây giờ thì chỉ cần mình cày nhau làm phải lùn.
You will pay for your crime! My armor is in need of repair. Soul is mine. My armor is in need of repair.
The shadow will shortly
The
begin
muscle
to
will cover
spread.
my health.
Mẹ à mẹ nó bắn đến cái lùn. Không bắn. Đồng đội bắn này đánh được thì mình lại đánh ngu. Nát, không lấy được cái gì luôn. Vì đây vãi lùn. Đây tiêu toàn ra tiêu sau.
The shadow
Bắt chậu các thứ.
begins.
Đây. Được trận đồng đội đánh được thì mình đá anh được. Không một.
I have to purchase more supplies.
Chơi vai quá nhỉ.
There is danger here.
Thì bạn phải thuê AD thôi. Mấy con đóng mặt của nôn để bạn đã thuê được.
Check this out.
I will repay your kindness.
Phải tầm ngày mẹ mới bắt phải nói chuyện.
Catching myself up. More someone use this.
Đầu đội bắn này tốt bắn lùn mà. Cho đánh được.
The pain is gone.
Don't let me have all the fun.
Bên 100 người.
I'm under attack.
Thì đây là chấm. Cái chấm rồi. Này nó
I will remember you.
thịt mẹ thế là một thằng. Vai lùn bạn tôi. Mà làm cái lùn gì đấy?
There can be no escape from the winterness grip. A benevolent healer embraces all.
I will remember you.
Wrath of the light.
Nice to feel so healthy.
Not yet.
What? They're attacking me. The awakening is
I see an enemy ahead. The light never forsakes its children.
nice and steady now.
Become one with the shadows. Your weakness is clear as day.
The shadow will soon spread.
Hastiness is foolishness.
The shadow spreads.
The light reveals my path. A divine gift. We can't let it go to waste. The light reveals my path.
shadow will shortly begin to spread. The shadow thickens.
A divine gift. We can't let it go to waste. I see an enemy ahead. That hurts. I need help. Yeah. I am ready to illuminate the night.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
Far off enemies. Let us prepare.
The shadow
Over there.
thickens.
Yep.
They're close.
I see an enemy ahead. That's not a wise idea.
The shadow will soon spread. The shadow spreads.
I see an enemy ahead.
Join me in this fight?
Brave colors, let them know fear!
Nice and sturdy now. Invention and combat both demand a keen mind and a brave heart. There is danger nearby. Could you help?
I'm arresting this criminal!
Do I need a bag?
Yeah. I feel better now. The pain is gone.
I am repairing my armor.
I feel better now.
I am repairing my armor. I am repairing my armor. Restoring my health.
My hand is not ready.
I'm healing.
Does it work with my arm?
I'm fixing my armor.
I can feel the call of the sky.
And I thought,
I am short on armor powder.
From the heavens!
saving you is
No one is above the law. I am ready. In the name of justice.
we had a future. Saving people is lame.
I am
That
going
has
to
got me
save our
down.
ally.
Glad you're here.
I am
It's
repairing my
time to
armor.
find some.
Does anyone need this? I'm healing.
I am repairing my armor.
There is danger nearby.
Restoring my health.
Praise colors. Let them know fear.
An alchemist would find this interesting.
The
Does it work with my arm?
shadows begin to spread.
Ready for a show?
No one is above the law. I am
fixing
repairing my armor.
It's time to find some.
I'm fixing my armor.
The pain is gone.
The shadow thickens.
I'm fixing my armor.
I am repairing my armor.
It's a key component. It's good stuff. Ready to fly again. Look, incredible, isn't it?
The enemy's out there. Somewhere. Do I need to beg?
Do not let them get away.
I'm arresting this criminal! No one is above the law.
An alchemist would find this interesting.
This looks useful.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread. shadow thickens.
I've unleashed a Moonbane charm. That will give us an edge. The realm of Yang, the arena of the heavens. I need to rethink this. Upon what principle does this operate? The enemy is far away, but stay sharp. There is danger nearby.
I'm arresting this criminal!
Do I need a bag?
I cut off your way out. From the margins of that. Wash off all who oppose you.
Does it work with my armor?
A golden keeper leaves no one behind.
The shadows spread.
On my way to rescue our ally.
Won't work on me. fixing up my armor. Oops, someone
Never
take
mind.
this.
The enemy's out there.
On my mark.
The enemy's out there.
Never mind.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
The enemy's out there. Somewhere.
I see the enemy up ahead.
Do I need to beg?
Join me now! Shame.
The shadow thickens.
Still alive? Shame.
Sad you're safe for it.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
I've cut off your way out.
Shall we? It's a pretty face.
The shadow thickens.
Charge into battle! Brush off all who oppose you!
I'm fixing up my armor. Let's go loot some oars. I must recover my health.
Let's go show them something fun.
My armor is in need of repair.
I'm fixing my armor.
I must recover my health.
I'm fixing my armor.
come out wherever you are! Not yet. Scatter before the light! Brave color. Don't let them know fear!
Spread.
I shall not stand idly!
I'm healing.
The divine will grant you
Saving you is part of the
to
game, I
divine.
guess.
I shall deliver. Time to bundle up!
The shadow spreads.
This weapon needs fixing. Well, you never said your safe word.
The land shall be frozen by the snow! They can't have the divine judgment! Like lighting a child!
กูพยายามหายใจให้ตรงกับ
Failure
จังห
is
วะ
not
พอดี
fatal.
ใช่อ่ะ
Fear of failure
ก็
is.
ไม่เป็นนี่หว่าแกโรคหมดแล้วนึกว่าต้องป่วยละ